welcome to Onynex. So today we're going to be looking at fractions continuation. To understand this video even more, please check out our previous video. Before we can move on, please subscribe, like, and share. So whenever I highlight this pause button, please pause the video and think for yourself and come up with an answer. So now, these are the answers for my previous video's questions. Let's see if you're right. Perfect. If you've got it, you're definitely an artist at math. So now, let's go even more deeper at fractions. Fractions contains, let's change into a purple marker. Fractions contains three different unique parts. So first part is called a proper fraction. So I will give you an example of a proper fraction here. This is a proper fraction, 2 by 4. So that's a proper fraction. And there's another one, improper fraction. Improper fraction, let's write an improper fraction. Now let's write a mixed fraction. There we go. So there's our three different unique parts. So we know that mixed fraction is different from the two. But what is different from the proper fraction and the improper fraction? So mixed fraction has a third number here, but improper and proper fractions seem to be same and indistinguishable. So I'll tell you what's the difference between them. Proper fraction has a smaller numerator than the denominator. The number which is the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So, and here it's just the opposite. The 3 is bigger, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So that's improper fraction is just the numerator is bigger than the denominator. The proper fraction is numerator smaller than the denominator. And mixed fraction is completely a different topic. So now let's go a little here. So now what I'm going to do is let's do addition. Let's do addition of fractions. So how do we exactly do addition of fractions? So here's a question given. So here's a question. 3 by 4 plus 7 by 4. So what we first have to check is, let's take a red marker for this. So the first thing that we do is we have to see whether the denominators are same. Yes, in this question the denominators are same, so our solving will be even more easier. So if the denominators are same, you're in good luck because it's an easier way to do addition for fractions. So if the denominators are same, just see the numerators. We just have to plus them. So 7 plus 3 gives us 10. So our answer will be 10 by 4. Why do I put 4 in the denominator place for the answer? Because here is also 4. In here, the denominator is 4, so that applies to the answer for 2. Now let me give you a question. 3 by 6 plus 4 by 6. So have a go and pause it right there. Oops, the circle is clumsy. So have a go and pause it right there. Are you done? Good. So our answer is 7 by 6. So now this is an improper fraction because numerator is bigger than the denominator, which is called the improper fraction. Well done if you've got it. So you might think, what will we do if we have the denominators are not the same? So good point. So let me write a question here. So here's our question. So in this case, you can see that the denominators are not the same. So what are we supposed to do? So what we are supposed to do is we're going to take LCM here. Remember guys, when we are doing Math Onynex, we have to have a notepad. So now, we will write these two denominators here. 10 and 5. So, which is the smallest divisible number? So, we'll take 2 because it's going on one number at least. So, we'll put 2. So 2 into what gives you 10? 2 into 5 gives you 10. So we need to write 5 here. And the 5 remains itself because the 2 doesn't go inside 5. So now we can put 5 table because all the numbers are 5 and 5 is a prime number, so we can't divide it by any of the number. So there we go, we've done it. But that's not all. Now 2 into 5, what does it give you? So it gives you 10. So that's what our denominator should be. So that's our denominator. So now what we have to do is 7 by 5 here. We have to multiply it by what it gives us 10. So we are 10 10 is our denominator, so we have to make the denominator, which is not 10, into 10. So 5 into what gives you 10, which is 2. So that applies for the numerator too. So what do we get? In multiplication, we just multiply them. So 14, for doing this things, you have to know the timetables. So 14 by 10, here's already 10, so we don't need to change them because we need the denominator 10 and we already have the denominator as 10. So we don't need to change them. We just have to change the denominator, which is not the denominator that we need. So our conclusion is 14 by 10 we can either write like this, or we can just do the simpler form, plus 2. There we go. So 14 plus 2 gives us 16. So 16 is our answer. And last but not least, our 10 as our denominator. Sorry about that, I have to erase them. So now, so that's our question. Now I'm going to give you guys a question. So this is our question. So this is your question now, please. So that's your question. Please pause it right over there and come up with an answer. Are you done? Good. So there we go. So we have to convert this, which is 16 by 10. 16 by 10 plus 2 by 10, which is our answer is 18 by 10. So this is our answer, 18 by 10. Well done if you've got it, guys. This needs a merit. Well done, guys. You got it. So keep on collecting how many merits you've got. So this time it's a smiley merit. You guys get a smiley merit. Well done. Applause needed. Okay, guys. So we'll be finishing our video here, and that means I'm gonna give you some questions. So, my first question, guys. 6 by 10 plus 7 by 10. So, but this time what I would like you to do is, if when you do this homework, write if your answer is improper fraction, proper fraction, or a mixed fraction. And then here, okay, guys, so this is our question. 6 by 10 plus 7 by 10 to 8 by 2 plus 6 by 4. So I'll meet you in my next video, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye from Onynex.